Shalom, shalom, kings and queens. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. It's been a minute since I've been on here. I just been doing a lot of hours at work, lady. Please bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me as far as bringing understanding, as I bear with you with getting understanding. I'm only one person just trying to do the work. Like I say, so this is another promo video I'm doing. It's titled "The Truth Without a Debate," and it's titled "The Origin of Idolatry." So if you're looking for understanding, you can follow this video. It'll be a couple videos I'm gonna put out with this. It's gonna be a few parts to it. This is just the first part. But I'm gonna cover a few things. I'm gonna go into, like I say, this title, "The Truth Without a Debate." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna bring forth understanding through scripture and through the word, how you have understanding on how this is the truth, and it don't need to be debated or disputed. It's understanding that you can have, something you can see with your own eyes. Long as you know what I'm saying, you view it with your own opinions to the side. And that's the issue that we have with the Bible. People don't want to view it, you know what I'm saying, as far as just dealing with it strictly how it's written. The words and the scripture are cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? They cut and dry. It's just that we bring our own opinions and ideologies into it that makes it to where we can't understand it or we can't agree on it. You know what I'm saying? We have to unify first under his name and under his word. What about what God said? So I'm going to go a little bit into that though, but I'm going to cover a few things. So follow me. So understand, some people believe that the Bible is plagiarized, you know what I'm saying, before it was compiled. If you think or claim that, you must bring forth the plagiarization, you know what I'm saying? You must be able to tell me who plagiarized it. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't state that claim, basically. You know what I'm saying? If you want to claim that the Bible has been plagiarized. Some other people claim that there are contradictions in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? But understand, how can one bring contradictions of a book that you never read or don't understand? How can you say the Bible have contradictions when you never read it, you don't understand it? You don't understand that you never been taught the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We learned the Bible, you know what I'm saying, through slavery, our ancestors. We learned the Bible, you know what I'm saying, from our enemies and our oppressors. Understand, an enemy is not going to be set up to teach you who you are, who God is, where you come from, who Christ is. You understand? They're going to deceive and lie to you. It's your enemy and oppressor. The same people we run to for help every time we need some assistance, whether it's medical, whether it's school, whether it's money, whether it's food assistance, whatever. The same people we run to for help are the same ones who are enemies and our oppressors. But these are the same people that have their hands in our records. You know what I'm saying? They understand they the same ones who taught us the Bible. So if you understand that, then you will understand why you don't know the Bible. You never learned it on a scholarly level. You never learned it. You know what I'm saying? You think learning in the church? No. A pastor will preach 3 hours, only give you a couple scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And press the rest of the rest of his sermon off the top of his head. So how did he teach you the Bible? You understand? You know what I'm saying? When the disciples was going into the temple with Christ, they was getting Bible understanding. Meaning that whenever the Bible is in place, you are supposed to get Bible understanding. No pastors are doing this. This is not a rant towards pastor or I'm passing judgment on pastors. I just understand how they work. They're given a doctrine to teach us. So I'm making a point because this is the truth without a debate. This is how you know you don't know the Bible and why we don't have understanding or haven't received the truth concerning the Bible in a lot of things in this world, mainly who we are, who God is, and who Christ is. That's the point I'm making. So I understand it's a 501c3. That's a government contract that every church is giving. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're an independent church, they're giving a doctrine to teach us. So we never learned the Bible because, like I say, our enemies and our oppressors gave it to it. They are the ones over the theologian schools. They are the ones over all these churches. So they're going to pass our pastors a doctrine to teach us. They're not going to teach you the truth. You see what I'm saying? They was teaching the truth out of the Bible. You wouldn't understand and know these things I'm speaking of right now. You see what I'm saying? You would know who you are. I never knew Deuteronomy 28:68 was in scripture. I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to church my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that, but it took me to open those scriptures up and read them, get understanding on them. Then they come to life. Once you understand the Bible, you know what I'm saying, and can see yourself in it, you know what I'm saying, that's when you'll be able to understand it and read it, you know what I'm saying, in a more detailed fashion, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, if you want to claim that the Bible, you know what I'm saying, is based off of someone else's contradictions, excuse me, when you start to read the Bible, when you handle it and view it that way, or I should say, you're going to automatically look in the Bible and start to see those contradictions because you was taught those contradictions from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? You never learned the Bible. So that's what I was going off into with the 501c3. We never been taught the Bible. And I'm talking about way back since it been compiled. The Bible been here for over 400 something years, right? So if it's all this time the Bible been here, it's the most sold book, but it's the most least read. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? We can't just put the Bible on our favorite scripture and leave it up on the shelf. We can't just put it in our dashboard and just leave it on the favorite scripture and leave it up there. Or we can't just bring it out when it's time to go to church on Sundays. And guess what? I'm a person who always try to just take scriptures every day and read and read and read, you know what I'm saying, and go and so forth, you know what I'm saying, coming up, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't always just reading the scripture like I was supposed to as well, you know what I'm saying? So understand, uh, you have to read the Bible from a non-biased aspect, you know what I'm saying? And so when you go in the Bible, you will see the, you know what I'm saying, you won't see those contradictions. If you was taught the Bible, you know what I'm saying, from someone who understood it, you would know this, you know what I'm saying? So we was never taught the Bible from people that understood the Bible. Like I told you, we was taught from pastors who was given the doctrine. You understand? But see, the problem with people is that we relate our conditions, you know what I'm saying, in captivity to the people that did this to us. That's why our people didn't know the Bible, because they was given the doctrine. And like I say, our people, we was beaten, you know what I'm saying? We was all type of things you can look up through history. You know what I'm saying? Prevented from reading the scriptures. But you got to understand on why that was. What they was trying to keep from us. Then you will understand why they took certain scriptures and stuff out of the scriptures, out of the Bible, because they knew those scriptures would wake us up. But they knew that when we woke up, you know what I'm saying, that our people, we would equate our situation with the Bible to what they was doing to us. You see what I'm saying? They beating us, beating our people, telling them don't read the Bible, stay out of the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You see that in the Birth of a Nation movie. You know what I'm saying, with the about Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? How you think Nat Turner woke up and understood the Bible? You thought he was taught the Bible, excuse me, by our enemies and our oppressors? No. The slave owners wasn't teaching the Bible. So that's another reason how you know the Most High God is real. He woke up and got to understand on who we were just by reading the scriptures. Because like it tell you in scripture, he hear the prayers of those who diligently seeking him. So if you actually reading the Bible and trying to learn, he's going to open your eyes and reveal the truth to you. It's because you're diligently seeking him. You shouldn't believe anything